What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome. It is Friday. Let me turn this crap off. Dan should be joining me in a little bit. I'm Mick Manhattan, your host. This is the Outcasts. People come and go as they please around here. We kind of hang out. We talk geek. We'll talk movies. That's our big thing. We'll talk TV. We'll talk everything. Have a good time. You also get to pick the topics yourself. So if you're in the comments, please feel free to pick out the topics that you would like to talk about this evening. I'm all in. I took my gummy and I'm ready to rock and roll. So if you got some topics for me, throw them my way. I'm happy to do it. And then Dan should join in. What's up, George C3? How are you, sir? I shaved just for you and look good. I hope you like it. George, are you a Lions fan? I want to ask that. Are you excited? You guys playing 49ers, Sturdy's 49ers, so it's going to be funny. And then Taylor and Travi and the rest of them are coming out to Baltimore, a little bit north my way. So that should be interesting. I'll be staying in the house for that. So, I don't want any part of it anywhere in the DMV. Oh, man. So I'm excited, though. You get started. George, throw out some topics my way. I'm heartbroken. Lived in the D for 19 years. But I'm a 49ers. You know what, though? You stuck with it. Now, I'd hate to say, here's the thing. I've seen the 49ers win a Super Bowl in my lifetime. I've seen the Kansas City Chiefs win a Super Bowl in my lifetime. As a Giants fan, I've definitely seen the Ravens win a Super Bowl in my life. But I've never seen the Detroit Lions win one in my lifetime. They are the Rocky of the NFL. And if I'm being honest, I got to cheer for him. I'm sorry, Tay-Tay. I love you. That's right. I want to try to win for you. But if the Eagles aren't in it, who are my kids' team, and I'll always support my kids' teams over anything else. I'm going to go Lions. I got to support my brothers up north there. And it's nothing against the other teams. I do actually like all the teams in there except the goddamn 2001 Baltimore Ravens with their murder on the team. Being a Giants fan and all. Oh, Dan the Man's here. I got to look down more when I do this. What's up, Dan the Man?
What up, buddy?
I love that show.
That shot was terrible.
Was it?
And
it looks so pretty.
Cold Ethel is what I'm gonna be after taking that shot. How about that, George? You cannot say "Go Niners" and be on my chat, man.
You guys can say anything you want. We have fans from all over.
There's only two words: "Go Lions."
Well, like I was just saying to everybody, if you hadn't heard it, I'm asking myself, how do I not cheer for the Lions? They're the Rocky of the NFL. They got to go the distance and hopefully win it. So, okay, hopefully they're the Rocky too of the
NFL. So, I read an article this week that mentioned something, and the Detroit Lions can't be happy with just getting there.
Me too.
They can't be happy with just getting there, and we'll talk more about it tomorrow on the show. But I was trying to grab Tim to get on here for the Outcast, man. I thought he'd be fun to talk about some of this stuff.
Tim, come on here and promote the basement tonight and what you're showing.
Yeah,
we have the perfect group here for it. It's like
George, you better be happy the Lions win. You better be happy.
I think they deserve the chance to prove themselves the right way.
I've watched so many Dan Campbell clips this week. And the guy's just he's the man. I love Dan Campbell. I think he's probably the greatest motivator I've ever seen in football.
Okay. I'm going to make my prediction here. And then you guys, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to make a prediction all the way through the Super Bowl. You ready?
All right, let's go.
All right. So this weekend, we're going to have the Kansas City Chiefs defeat the Ravens 28-21.
I'd like that. I'd like that all day.
Then you're going to have the Lions defeat the 49ers 34-28.
You think it'll be high scoring?
Yeah, I really do. I think they're going to be bombing each other all day. And then, no. Then we're going to the Super Bowl. Lions, Kansas City Chiefs. And unfortunately, it's only to get Eminem and Taylor Swift in the same building at the same time. And unfortunately, because they're going to want to show what's her name next to him getting the MVP award that they've already figured out, it's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs 45 to what should be 82, but unfortunately, I'm going to say 45 to about 39.
I think, you know, I'm going to move my light here. I didn't realize my light had shifted.
You got to switch your mic too.
What's wrong? My mic should be fine. You can't hear me, okay?
I'm here for your camera.
Weird. Hold on.
It does it. It's weird.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm on my Razer Kaio.
Oh, maybe I misheard. Well, I am old, dude. I just started wearing glasses the other day.
No. I am speaking a little bit lower. Like, well, my show, I'm back away from the mic. And so
maybe that's what it was. And then you're okay. I'm thinking about your show.
When I do MasterShake, I back away from the mic, but I'm like yelling
mm-hmm.
at the microphone. Lions 49ers gonna be a lot higher score. I don't know. So here's what makes me think it will be a high score. Dan Campbell came out in a media day, and he said the number one key is stopping the run. They're going to go out and they are going to rip McCaffrey's legs off. And that is going to limit it. Brock Purdy can't beat the Detroit Lions. I'm telling you that right now. If you guys are out there, all you 49er fans out there thinking that Brock Purdy is somehow going to lift this team after they take McCaffrey's legs and beat him with them, because that's the kind of team that's it. The Niners haven't played somebody like the Lions in the playoffs. They got the bye. They got a weak Packers team coming off an emotional win against Dallas. They haven't played somebody like the Lions. The Packers are a finesse team.
This is like Smash Light. This is where you get to see that, like, Smash is usually yelling at the mic, and now Smash is like giving the facts right there.
No, this is like the Lions are a gritty football team, and part of the reason that they give up the yardage they do is because of how they play defense. They go after you, and the Packers didn't. They rushed 4. They sat back. Brock Purdy had a little bit of time. He completed, I think, 60% of his passes, and the Lions defense is better than the Packers, and that's why numbers can't be used to judge a defense. I'm telling you this right now. As somebody who spent 3 years as a defensive coordinator, you can't use numbers to judge defense. You have to
position on defense.
I played linebacker. I was outside linebacker. I had 11 and a half. I had 11 and a half sacks my senior year, Mick.
I was the defensive end. I love that position, man.
I did. So I did when before they moved me to outside linebacker. I did play defensive end basically, but we switched our defense my senior year. So.
I liked linebacker, but I couldn't charge fast enough. I could get around though, so defensive end worked for me. Like I could come around fast, but like charging fast, like I wasn't a fast sprinter.
I saw this thing on Instagram this week, and Tim and I are big into fantasy football, and you play in our leagues. We.
I did not do any playing this year.
So we think we found our solution to determine the draft order next year.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's the last person.
It's going to be determined by the number of drywall pieces that a person can run through.
What?
Yep. This whole thing stems from this. Talk about absurd, right?
I thought I was going to have to wear a dress for being in last place.
So I think every running back's got one last run in them, right? In my head, I know what you're doing. Yeah. In my head, I'm still the guy who on 4th and 1 can I never failed to convert a 4th and short. I never failed. There's a reason they called me train wreck. And I never failed to convert a 4th and short, a 3rd and short. I never failed. I think that now think about this for a second. Think about you. I think I could run through 5 pieces of drywall.
Yeah, it's about time. You can run through 5 pieces.
Holy cow.
Yeah, did you hear about that?
I knew he was under scandal, but he resigned. Didn't he already resign once though?
No, they like forced him out, and then he forced his way back in.
Oh.
Sold the company to TKO, made them make him the big boss, leading everything, and now he's out. Now I guess he resigned. So I mean, good. Like that's the funniest thing. Like when all of these allegations came up, yeah, they're horrifying. Yes, I feel truly horrified and sorry to the victim. I'm not surprised at all. In any way, shape, or form. None of this surprised me. My entire life, even when everybody was swearing to God that wrestling was real, right? There's no kayfabe, nothing.
Oh, yeah.
And even when they were saying that, I heard that wrestling's real, right? And that all these horror stories that went along. I'm like, why aren't you hiding those? It's terrible.
It's right. So think about this for a second. I think I can run through 5 pieces of drywall. Now you're a big guy, Nick.
I can't do it anymore. I don't have the power. I walk with a cane.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
Oh, do I have to run through it?
You have to, like, from the video, the guy kind of like leaps through it, and he only made it through 2. And I was like, that's a kind of piss poor effort.
5 is hard. I was thinking of jumping off of something and like tabling it.
This is look at this.
No Kool-Aid. I could definitely get through 2. No problem.
That was my thought. I was like, 2? And he even had a helmet.
Just break in half, I think. 5, I could put a dent in 5, but I would need people who could really hold it.
So he had it in a frame.
I don't have any frames. I ain't paying that much. I'll just go last.
I build a frame and I use C-clamps. That was my idea. To build a frame and use C-clamps to keep it in frame. And I think that I do. I think so. In my head, I think that I could go through 5 pieces of drywall. Now I have a story for what this is based on. When I was in college, I was in a fraternity, and I had a fraternity brother who very much so was like rambunctious. That's a good way to put it. And he had the longest arms anybody I've ever wrestled in my life, anybody I've ever boxed. He had the longest arms I've ever seen. And he started some stuff with me in the basement. We started wrestling, and I did a 5-point toss of him, so over my left shoulder.
Yeah.
And put him tossing him. I put him through 2 pieces of drywall and the 2x4s between the drywall for the studs. So if I can do that with my arms, now I know I'm 40 now. I know.
Yeah, see, but that's not a. Did I shaved, right? Oh yeah, I did. Okay,
you look sharp, man. I like it. That is my data analysis.
All right, but you can't go by that, because I'll say this: I know for a fact that I can go through like a metal, like a thin metal wall back when between the ages of 17 and maybe 30, right?
Yeah.
Now I can make it. You know what? I'm going to be humble on this. I can probably, if I pushed real hard, get through 3 pieces of drywall now. Back in the day, I got no fucking doubt that you could get through 5. Maybe I could get through 5, but we're not old now, but we are old.
We're old. But so
I don't want to say old, because you'll get challenged and go do it.
So does it help at all to know that fewer than 2 years ago? So two things. Fewer than 2 years ago, I ran the 40-yard in 4.9, and I feel like that's good. That's good for a 38. I ran the 40 in 4.9, and you know this, when we lifted everything in Michigan, I went back to boxing, and I went 16-7 against 21, 22, 23-year-olds.
Nice, dude.
So,
you do not.
I know right now I'm going through my shoulder. I got PT, everything like that. Like, I think by August, I think by August I'll be back to at least 95%. I'll be ready, raring to go. I think I can make it through 5.
Yeah, I think you could, because you have that goddamn will power in you to do it. But I think you're going to get really hurt because you're not going to allow yourself to stop.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you this. I would get hurt failing. I know that. Exactly, George. Exactly. We got two Georges. And I did it, George. One time I did while I was doing drywall with my grandfather. I fell through a subfloor into a basement, probably about like I'd say 16 feet. We were putting the drywall in the ceiling using stilts, and I was a kid. I want to say I was like 14. You ever use those stilts, Mick? You probably didn't have to. You probably just reached up and grabbed them.
Oh no, yeah, unfortunately.
So on the stilts, and we're putting him up in the ceiling, trying to use a screw gun to put him in. And I'm like 14 and awkward as hell, and I ended up just kind of like tipping, and I went through the floor into the sub basement about 16 feet, and it hurt so bad. Now I was 14. When I was 14, I was 135 pounds.
I'm trying to think the farthest thing I've ever fallen from. It had to be the roof.
Heaven.
I love you, man. No, I wish he was here. I invited him on tonight, but I don't think he got back early enough. But my brother could tell you, because when we played Manhunt, I was the best. I was little guy at the time, but I was like the best fucking hider, right? I had fucking plans. I had a fucking backpack full of fucking MacGyver type situations going on. Well, I always set up a ladder in my backyard. So if I was stuck in the backyard, I had the ladder set up so I could climb up it and jump onto the roof and then run to the front. Well, I tripped one time and I rolled off the fucking roof and fell. That was the first time I fell off the roof. The second time I fell off the roof, my brother took the ladder away from me, and I was trying to reach for it while he was doing it, and I fell off. And that was about it. It's not the greatest stories, but they were pretty funny.
Oh man, that kind of stuff. I don't know. Tim was so much younger than me. We didn't. My cousin Jared and I did some of that stuff, but everybody was afraid of us because, I mean, especially when we were younger, we were kind of juggernauts, and like there was a time. God, I don't remember how old I was, but I was like probably about 20, and he's 5 years younger, 4 or 5 years younger than me. And he was he was prime, and everybody called me Rocky and him Drago. Like, he was a couple inches taller than me, and he had this blonde flat top all the time, and he very much so. Whereas I've never been somebody who's been like 8-pack abs and those little like bumps and stuff like that. I mean, I've just been strong, right? That's it. I've never had like, a sexy body or anything like that.
You have the sexiest body.
Jared had like tan skin, farmer guy, bright blonde hair. He had it. And so there was always Drago versus Rocky, and we were in the front yard wrestling at a birthday party. And everybody was afraid we were going to break everything. We weren't allowed to wrestle in the house anymore because one time at his house, we broke the kitchen table, like that big ass country kitchen table. I agree, George. I didn't like that. These days, I don't know. I'm fit for a 40-year-old, but that's about it.
I'm getting there. I'm getting fit. Almost 100 pounds.
So you can dunk it, man.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying to get down. Get in good shape. I feel good though. All these push-ups we've been doing, because Sturdy and I have been doing a push-up challenge, 3,000 push-ups in a month. I actually owe 30 for today. We've been doing like 100 a day, maybe more, but we don't count. So if we don't make 100, we have to make those up, whatever's left over. But if we go over 100,
you can roll them over.
Yeah. Well, no. If we go over 100, we still keep it as we got to do 100 the next day. And we want to do that next month, but we're going to also start the Bring Sally Up challenge. Have you ever done that?
What is it?
There's this song. It's called Bring Sally Up, and it's got this cadence to it where it's like, bring Sally up, Bring Sally.
I know. Oh, we chanted it all the time in basic training. I know exactly what Bring Sally Up is, but I don't know what the challenge is.
So every time they say up, you go up. Every time they say go down, you go down. Sometimes there's like 10 seconds of song going on before you can go back up. And then once they say it, and you got to try, it's a 4-minute song. You got to try and get through it. The farthest I've ever been is 2 minutes and 27 seconds. It's
the most impressive thing I've seen about that. My mother-in-law, so Miranda's mom, she's in her early 70s. She might be 72, 73, but a couple years ago, we were at the cottage, and she said she could outplank me. And I was like, no freaking way. You're a frail old lady. And I can plank. Well, could then anyway. I don't know. With my shoulder right now, I couldn't at all. But I can plank for a long time. I'm not even kidding you. She sat there on that hard porch, and I stopped it only because I was worried that she was just gonna just basically refuse. And I was like,
Tim's saying no freaking way.
Tim, you've seen it.
I can't believe your story, and here's why. It's because I think when you hear a challenge in your head, you're like, no way. Because I've seen you do it on camera.
And with the headstand? Remember how hammered I was when I did that? I was like, you can do a headstand. I was like, I'll do one right now. I was probably 16 pints in the bag, and I was like, I'll do one right now. Sure, yeah.
And you did. That was after the Back to the Future read.
Yeah. No, Tim knows. So Tim knows.
Come on, Tim.
No, I didn't, George. I'm telling you, if you saw Mary, Tim, we were in the plank position at least.
Throw a bone.
At least 5 minutes we're in the plank. Now I was in a true plank. What I was calling a true plank. I had my hands down. She was using her forearms, but I was like, okay, yeah, go ahead, use your forearms. I mean, I didn't have any qualms about that, and I couldn't believe it.
There's something about when you get older.
You know I can. But what are you talking about? There's no way. I'll play right now with a
come on the show. It's if you don't come on the show, then it's Dan. That's the new rule. You have to come on and state your case. If an old lady is planking, oh wait, we read that one. Mari is unstoppable.
See, he knows. It's crazy. I've never seen. It's the most insane thing I've ever seen, Mick. She's about the size of my thigh. It's not like she's like a
less weight too. You got to pick up. Mary can outplank me right now, and she's got so much less weight than I do. That back sucks after a while.
Well, yeah, I mean, I am putting. I mean, she weighs all of about 110 pounds. I probably got 120 pounds on her at the time.
You could just have been solid muscle and still, that's a lot of weight.
It's a lot of weight. I mean, that does factor in. But so Tim, this is funny. Tim always brings this up, and he's not wrong, kind of. So bench pressing, I found this out today. If you can bench press 225 pounds one time, and I mean one time, you are part of basically 1% of the entire country.
Really?
Yes. It blew me away.
Well,
I looked at Brandon and I was like, I can. So before my injury, I was doing 225 10, 12 times.
I could do over 225.
Yeah. And I was like,
but I'm wondering if I'm also 400 pounds.
But that's it. It literally just said the weight. But Timmy made a good point. Is this? His arms are way longer than mine. So when he has to do a push-up, or he has to do a bench press or anything like that, he's kind of at a disadvantage. It's not like my arms I don't have T-Rex arms, but they're proportional to my body, right? I'm only 5'11".
Oh no, I get it, man. Trust me. I can't. That's why I can never do pull-ups. Do you know, so I never really wanted to join the military. It just wasn't my calling, So I wanted to get into filmmaking and stuff like that. So I didn't go, but I remember there was a point. Both my brothers, it was after 9/11. I was like, I think I should sign up and go. I was like, but I can't. I was like, I don't really want to kill anybody. That's just my preference. I don't want to be put in a position where I'd have to make that choice. But I was also like, I don't know if I'm going to make it out of basic. I can't do pull-ups. I cannot for the fucking life of me. And my brothers were like, it's all about pull-ups.
This is what I'm talking about right here. Like, I mean,
has a short arm.
I'll say this is like,
you don't have short arms.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't have short arms, but like, I mean, I have a big chest. Like,
but I have longer arms than my torso. That's just because of the height, and your brother does too. So it's not really a matter of like your arms are the right size for human. Ours aren't.
But
that's what they don't tell you when you get tall.
Man, like I love these conversations on here because like we haven't even gotten into movies yet. We've talked about like 5 different things already.
Oh yeah.
Though. I don't want my Pistons hat. I feel like it's bad luck. They've been so bad this year.
Are you gonna drink all those IPAs today?
No. Oh my god, I'm drinking my Klingon Saturday. That's 140. I try to find another cocktail that's 140 proof. I dare you. Like,
I'm not gonna. I can't drink anymore. I fucking love the drinks you make. I can't do it anymore. I was joining the military. I was given thought before I left for college, but it was before my wife joined up before 9/11, and she was in the Air Force. And it was like it even just going from being in the military to before 9/11 to after 9/11 fucked a lot of people up.
Oh, it did. Yeah. I mean, like I got hurt.
Well, like but for her, she just going from before to after 9/11, like it just like even like PTSD of it, like because everything changed. Like it wasn't even wartime. It was like I could only probably equate it to Pearl Harbor. Joining before Pearl Harbor and then Pearl Harbor happening. That's gotta fuck some people up. Alaska duck fart. Wait.
Oh yeah, Alaska duck fart is a shot. So it's Crown Royal and it's like Crown Royal and Bailey's. Crown Royal and Bailey's. That's what it is. So George, I'll say this: like, I am not a spiced rum fan, and I suggest you find a better spiced rum than Captain Morgan. But I'll try, buddy. My mom.
What's one you'd recommend over Captain Morgan though?
That's a spiced rum. Great question. I don't. Maybe this is something I need to research more because people do like spiced rum, Mick, and I just don't. If I drink rum,
I've never been a big fan. I didn't mind Fireball, but not because it was good.
Definitely don't drink it with peppermint schnapps.
It's just like what women were drinking when I was single.
So I would say this: if you were a big rum drinker, I would seek out some barrel-aged rums because and here in Michigan, Mammoth has a barrel-aged rum that I love that I make Dark and Stormies with. And in my opinion, barrel aging a rum is better than spicing it because it feels like spicing it is trying to do the same thing the barrel does. It doesn't end up tasting as good. But so Tim and Miss Vicky, as you guys have seen on the show before, she only drinks Captain Morgan's and Pepsi. That's the only thing she drinks.
I get that. I get the mix with like a Coke or a Pepsi because that spice with the carbonation's good. It's not like my go-to, but it is a good mix. Now I don't straight up rum I'm good.
I have a friend that only does, so his shots, he just does white rum. That's like what he drinks for a shot. Oh, like when we were at his house for a draft one time and we had to do shots for Tigers. And I was like, I didn't bring anything. I just had beer. And I had to do these shots of just white rum. And I was like, this is terrible. Who drink? And he was like, I like this. I was like, more power to you, man. I'll choke pretty much any shot down. I mean, after I did that.
You want to hear a drinking joke?
I always want to hear drinking jokes.
What was Ernest Hemingway's favorite cup to drink out of? Smith & Wesson.
George, I did. So I was just going to mention this. And Mick remembers I did that watch along for 13 Ghosts. And one of the shots I did was the prairie for the burned victim or whatever it was. I did the prairie fire. Disgusting. That was a disgusting shot, and I hated it. I've even done the white worm, which is mayonnaise in tequila, and that's
Oh my God. I just realized what you said.
Yeah.
All right, move on. We'll go to another one.
99 Bananas. I've had some bad experiences with 99 Bananas, George. Man, I swear to you people, I'm not an alcoholic. I have all these drinking stories.
No, I you know what? I want to attest this because I am. I don't know when to stop, and it's all about fun. And I'm not drinking the fun stuff. These guys, him, his brother, and our buddy Ward. They are connoisseurs. Like, they know this, and it's fun to watch and listen to. I'll never learn it, but it's fun to watch you guys talk about it and kind of get an idea, because I know what alcohol is. I know the different variations. I've had mixed concoctions before, but I just was mostly drunk for all of them. Happily.
Casey was the one that got you that way, probably.
Oh, many times. So, like, I didn't explore. It wasn't like that wasn't my geek. That's your geek. I wouldn't call you an alcoholic. I call you a fucking.
I just I'm telling all these drinking stories, and I was like, man, and but yeah, I feel your pain, George. Like, I can't imagine doing 5. I don't know what you used for the hot sauce in it, but I used Tabasco, and I think that's what it's supposed to be, and I hated it. It ruined everything for me for about 24 hours that I tasted. I'd never drank straight Tabasco before, although Mick did see me eat a ghost pepper chocolate on the show before.
That's true. Hey, have you seen the new? Just because you're talking about drinking, have you seen the new Roadhouse trailer?
They remade it.
Oh, I'm about to show you.
Okay, let's preview it. Preview it on here for the people.
Yeah, I'm in, man. I'm in on it.
I'm in. Jake Gyllenhaal. I'm in. Done.
Yep.
What? Your coverage good? Like, you have dental? Oh, haha. Is there a hospital nearby? Is it like too far?
About like 25 minutes, I'd say.
I just slapped you. Are you all right?
What?
We like to fight. You ever win?
No one ever wins a fight.
Yeah. I like giving him a backstory.
Wasn't he a truck driver in the last one?
No, he was just a bouncer. They made up the name
A friend of
Cooler
mine
for him.
suggested I come talk to you. I own a roadhouse out in the Florida Keys. Lately, it's been attracting the wrong clientele. I can pay you good money. Judging by your car, you need that.
Well, I like my car.
Think about it.
I know who you are.
Wild.
Wood Dalton, big fan, man.
God, he got huge.
Sure. You just take a big step back and pop me in the face. You can do it.
Tell me about this bouncer.
Yeah, it's all nice, like he's Mr. Rogers or something, but then he'll haul off. Really interesting guy, overall.
Brand wants to take the roadhouse away from me. He wants to build some resort.
I should warn you. People have a certain way of getting things done around here.
He's huge.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fellas, looks like you're having a smashing night.
He's not a small guy. I mean, he's a small guy, but he's not a small guy.
Let me guess. Threaten me. Tell me to get out of town. I get the impression that he can't be threatened.
I like Billy Magnesium too.
Once Knox is on the job, it's over, baby.
It takes a lot to get me angry, but when I am, I just can't let go. People seem a little aggressive around here.
Oh. There you go.
Off fight.
Is that one in front of yours?
No, I just broke his arm.
I've done that. I have. I've taken people to the hospital after I've hurt them. Self-defense.
I'm into it. I like Jake Gyllenhaal, and I'll watch him do pretty much after Nightcrawler. I'll watch him do pretty much as it was. I'm such a stand for Donnie Darko, but After Nightcrawler, I'll watch Gyllenhaal do pretty much anything.
Yeah, I love Gyllenhaal. I think he's one. I think he doesn't get enough credit as an actor. I think he gets lumped in with like the Ryan Reynolds and stuff. Like, oh, he plays this, this, and this. I'm like, have you seen fucking Southpaw? Like, have you seen the stuff he acts in? Like, when he wants that fucking Nightcrawler, which is brilliant. But
I would put him. To me, he is a Gosling-esque actor.
I'm so glad you said that.
That would be my comp for him. Now, in certain extent, he doesn't have the chops, so to speak, like Gosling has. But
I think he could if he had a shot to do those roles, though.
You think so?
Speaking of Gosling, have you seen the trailer for The Fall Guy?
I have not. No.
So I want to compare these two movies. That's what I'm doing. Why? We got flagged?
I don't know. That he just said no previews.
Well, too much Bon Jovi. Got kicked out for Bon Jovi. Well, fuck you guys.
Uh-oh.
No, I love Bon Jovi.
Yeah. The stream is interrupted. Where are we?
Oh, is it off?
I don't think it's off. It says it's live, isn't it?
I'm going. Check it out. I guess we'll see. It might have been interrupted on Facebook or something. I don't know. Yeah, no, we're live.
Okay, good. Freaking Bon Jovi.
Why
don't you go ahead and
stream unavailable?
Is that on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on Facebook. You can go on Facebook. Sorry, guys.
Lame.
It is lame. You're right. I don't like it.
I'm
not restarting a new one.
What if we just start singing "Shot Through the Heart"?
Shot through the heart,
and you're too late.
You give love a bad
name.
Oh, fucking kicked me off, little fuckers. You can go over to our Twitch, or you can go over to our, well, I don't know what I'm telling everybody.
Yeah, I have it live on Twitch. I have it live on X. My YouTube supposedly is still live.
There you go.
Your YouTube is live, but Facebook got interrupted. I think it was my Facebook that got interrupted.
No. The YouTube got interrupted.
Oh, did it?
Facebook's still live. Yeah. So I think everybody's still watching over on yours, so it's fine. I don't want to see if they would fix it and let me do it again.
So dumb.
It really is. Like, you can't play a trick. I see people on fucking YouTube. I think you got to be a partner. Motherfuckers. Well, give me the goddamn partnership. I think I've earned it. I feel like I've done a lot to get a partnership.
At this point,
you give online videos dum.
Suspended for policy violations.
Oh, well, Jesus Christ. There's not much I can do about that now, is there?
No. Thanks for still live on Facebook and Twitch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody's usually watching. That's where most of the Scene Snobs people come from anyway. So on
Facebook?
Yeah, you know it is. I'm going to see if I can make sure I can. I can't believe they gave me policy violations for that shit. Actually, if I get kicked off of YouTube, I'm making my own shit.
Make your own like streaming?
Yeah. Why not? Stream it all fucking Patreon.
Yeah. So I don't understand, like, my thing is this is like I've seen a lot of content creators complain about YouTube, and maybe you can inform me about this, man, because Tim and I have never really we just do stuff. So like what is it that makes YouTube so bad?
Their policy bullshit is just like fucking ridiculous. Yeah, it's just so their bullshit is